Hi, it's Sasha, and today I'm going to be talking about weight loss. I posted a picture on Facebook, and I got a lot of response about like how did I lose all the weight. I started at 206. I'm now about 146, fluctuate so I'll just say 150. So that's about 56 pounds. It wasn't an easy task. It took a lot of work, and I just want to talk about it. So hopefully this will help someone, and if you have further questions, I will be doing like coaching, meal plans, exercise plans, and I sell Herbalife, which is a supplement to help you if you need you know, an extra boost with weight loss for faster results, I guess. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is this is a thing that really bothers me all across, like, probably the world, but especially in America, is sugar. The amount of sugar that we intake is absolutely ridiculous. Like, we intake so, like, I have people, when people like ask me about nutrition and stuff, not that I'm an expert or anything, but I ask them to think about what they drank in the morning. Like, if you drink a juice that has at least like 12 grams of sugar, then you have a yogurt or something like that, or anything that has more sugar, and then throughout your day you're probably at about 70 grams of sugar or more, 70, 80 grams. And if you think about that, I don't know if you know anything about weight or anything, or the metric system, but 70 grams is kind of a lot. So, and I think that's a big problem that we have in America. We also have a lot of misleading labels, like yogurt, like if, say, you have non-fat, just a second, I'm going to scoop my son up. Okay, so, say like yogurt, it'll say non-fat or low-fat. That's fine and dandy, because dairy does have a lot of not bad fat, but like unnecessary fats. But they load it with sugar, like to make it taste well, or chemicals, which that's not really good for your body. That's not too healthy for weight loss in our bodies in general. So I would say stay away from things that say low fat, and just make sure you're checking the sugar content, the sugar and the sodium content. And that goes for like naked drinks that say all natural, no sugar added, which they're right, there's no sugar added, but they add juices, which juice have a lot of sugar in it, because it's like, yeah, fruit is healthy for you, but when you're drinking, like, you drink a glass of apple juice, you're drinking like 10 apples or 12, that's not good for you. It doesn't matter if it's natural sugar. Too much sugar is too much sugar, and that, I think, is a big thing that people misconstrue a lot with labels and what you see on TV and everything like that. I think it's horrible. The leading causes of death, I'm not sure if this is across the board, but I do know in the African American community that the #1 cause of death is heart disease. I know that is for America, that's the leading cause of death. The second is cancer, the third is stroke, and the fourth is diabetes. So I believe that 2, maybe even 3 of the 4 can be helped and prevented by nutrition. I'm not saying it's 100% preventable, but it can be helped. Diabetes, sometimes, you know, it's genetic, but you can moderate your sugar. My Nana has diabetes. I think my dad might, I don't know, but I know they're big on candy and sweets and stuff like that, and it's just something we become accustomed to because we can buy it, and it's just not necessary. It's bad for you, and if you don't like that, that's fine. Be unhealthy, but I don't agree with how much sugar intake we have. And the leading causes of sodium is a big thing that I'm also beat people up about, because if you look at the sodium content of a lot of things, sure, the calories might be lower or whatever in those little meals that you get, those leading cuisines, but look at the sodium. They do have low sodium ones now, I must say, but look at the sodium, look at the chemicals, and if you can't pronunciate it or look it up really fast on Google, I wouldn't be putting it in my body. Okay. So anyway, let me get started on how I got started with weight loss. I had my son out the hospital. I think I weighed like 215 or something like that. A few weeks passed. I'm like 206 was when I weighed myself. And so I knew I had to lose weight. I lost weight from my first son, but I only got down to 175, but I looked good then. But now I had like all the extra. I needed to tone up and things like that. So I started trying to lose weight. I didn't know a lot about it. I made the mistakes of the yogurts, getting the yogurts, thinking it was eating good. I was just putting sugar. I was eating bananas and peanut butter as snacks, thinking I was doing all good. Peanut butter is all okay, but it has not a lot of sugar, but it has a lot of fat, which it has good fats, but not the kind you want to be taking tablespoons at a time. And I would sit there and eat the peanut butter and all that, but I got out of that. So those are major mistakes, were sugar and things saying they were like low fat or whatever, when that's not even what you're looking for. You want low sugar, you want low carbs, and yeah, you don't want to overdo your portions. The mindset that I had, you really have to get in a good mindset. You have to go with it. You have to keep strong. And yeah, there are going to be days that you binge and you feel really bad about yourself. Just recently I had a day where I just like laid in bed all day, ate hot Cheetos, or not hot Cheetos, hot fries. And it was just a really bad day. But the next day, you know what, I got up, made my little egg whites, and I'm still, you know, you just have to keep going. It's something that, it's a process, and there can be mistakes in your process, and there are going to be days you feel really depressed and you look in the mirror and you think you're never going to change and all that, but you just have to stick with it and know it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen. I guess if your goal is like 5 pounds, it could happen in a month, but this is like a process. So the biggest thing I would say, or one of the biggest things, is drink water. You should be drinking the ounces of water. You should be drinking the ounces of water, half your body weight. So I'm at 150 right now, so I should be drinking 75 ounces. No, I don't hit that every day, and I don't expect you to either, but you should try. In the beginning, when I was heavier, I only drank 64 ounces, and that was good. I stuck to that. Those 2 32-ounce things, just guzzle, guzzle, guzzle. Sometimes fill it up 3 times, and you're good to go. Yeah, cut carbs. No pasta, no potatoes, no bread, okay? No cheese, dairy also. No milk. You can replace, I'll get into replacements a little bit later. But yeah, you should be cutting carbs. And I know it's hard. It's really hard. And it's not forever. Don't feel like you're not going to ever be able to eat good food. Because, first of all, healthy food is good food. But that's right, Sammy. But healthy food is good food. But like really indulging in foods, that should be cut down to like once a week, once a month. So I say if you're first starting, maybe even twice a week. But it's easier to keep with it than to like let yourself indulge. And just a second. So sorry about that. But so yeah, you need to cut carbs. And indulging is okay sometimes. That's for anything. Like you know, you have a day you really want ice cream, get your little ice cream, but try not to binge, which I know that's hard not to do if you're a binger. I'm a binger. I love to eat food, and I love to eat a lot of it if it's there. I don't leave leftovers or anything like that. But yeah, this journey is like a journey. So cut your carbs. They're kind of empty food. They don't have much nutrition to them. You can get carbs from veggies. So when I say low carb, I mean low bread, low pasta, and low potatoes.